Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for another day of the 12 Days of Christmas Stories Hop. Today I have another pocket page process video and today I'm sharing with you how I use a regular 2-hole punch 6x8 pocket page protector and make it into a 4-hole punch because my album's very weird and I ran out of matching page protectors. So I'm going to cover both sides of the seam in washi tape and then I'm going to simply trace the holes from my previous page protector onto this one so I know that they're lined up properly. And I'm also going to make sure I punch the holes where there's just plastic and not just washi tape. So I'm going to punch them in deep enough where there's washi tape to the left of the hole, as well as a little bit of page protector so it's a little more sturdy than just washi tape would be. Today's an exciting day here at the 12 Days of Christmas Stories because it is day 8 and Dollie is hosting a giveaway. All of the rules will be listed down below, but I'm really excited because she's giving away a sketchbook, a digital sketchbook, so anyone can enter to win. Again, all the details will be down below on how to enter, so make sure you do so you can win that beautiful sketchbook. Here I'm looking through a bunch of papers. Now I didn't really know what I wanted for the top of my filler cards. Here I originally pulled out this My Mind's Eye Sleigh Bells collection, and then I pulled out some stamps, and then I said, you know what, it's time that I finished using these rub-ons. These are Heidi Grace rub-ons. I have about 10 or 12 big pieces left here on this set, and I think I zoom in later and I think they say 2004 on them, which I mean, that's kind of crazy. Maybe it says 2008. But what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to cut out a lot of this because it did take me a while, but essentially what I'm going to do is use a ton of these rub-ons to make a filler card. Now this does kind of look like sticker sneeze. I did wish it worked out better. I will say that these rub-ons are so old. I knew they'd still work, but they didn't work to the best of their ability. They're more vintage and distressed looking than I originally intended. I'd rather have something a little bit more clean, but this is what we ended up with, so we worked with it. So you'll see me cover up some mistakes later on. But like I said, I'm going to cut a lot of this out. Essentially, I'm just using a popsicle stick to rub them on. I did hear that if you like warm up your rub-ons that they go on better. So actually I do breathe on them a little bit later on when I'm having a lot of issues to try to remedy that, but it doesn't really work. But I'm using almost all of these, so my video is going to skip to like the end so you can kind of see how many are on here when I'm rubbing on the last one. And really for the most part they went very well. You can definitely read them. There's only one that I had an issue with, which is kind of in the center there next to the little holly that I'm putting down that says Merry Christmas, but it really just says HRISTMA, maybe there's no A. So I'm left with 3 rub-ons after I finish up this, and I would have left it like this except I just really wanted to cover up that word Mary that's like non-existent and just looks really awkward. So I will be doing that a little bit later. I try to pull out a bunch of different things to attempt to fix it. There's always options to cover up items. Like I mentioned before in a different one of these 12 Days of Stories videos, that if you mess up there's always a way to cover it up. So I will be doing that in today's video. Now I'm looking through the Wild Whisper Christmas comfort cards to look for a journaling card. I like how this one had a muted gray or muted green-gray background, which sort of matched the pastels that are in the rub-ons that I use, which again were from Heidi Grace, which I don't even know when Heidi Grace stopped making product, but I'm glad that I got to use up these little bits. I don't even know if I'll keep the last 3 rub-ons. Maybe if I can use them on this album these last couple of days, maybe I'll use them, but we'll see. I also thought about embellishing the bottom of the photo. I thought that would be a good idea, but what I ended up doing instead is actually just leaving it be. I thought the photo kind of had a lot going on with the 2 girls unwrapping their presents, so I'm just going to leave it be and just focus on covering up some stuff at the top. I really wanted to use this Pink Fresh Studio little tassel bow, but it was just, it's the perfect shade of blue. It just wasn't the right, like there's too much dimension with how much non-dimension I had on this layout. But as some of you may know, I do like a lot of dimension on my layout, so of course I couldn't leave it alone. I ended up pulling out my Echo Park brads. I pull out, I think these ones are from the Christmas Delivery collection, which also may be by Cartabella. I always get the 2 interchange since I usually buy their products together since they really coordinate well. But I'm going to use some of these brads. I use one that says Postmaster, and I think the other one's just a snowflake that's going on the journaling card. But I really have been enjoying using brads on 6x8 pages. I don't know why. I just think they're more suited for a smaller format like these. So I'm going to use the one on the rub-on page to really cover up part of that Merry Christmas. And I really like how it has that gray tone in it as well. And if you guys haven't used rub-ons or brads, I highly, highly challenge you to do it again. I know I've challenged you a lot this series so far because I'm just breaking out all sorts of things. And wait for the next episodes. We've got more coming. So if you're able to craft during this holiday season, I would challenge you to use brads or rub-ons. I'll give you a choice. But I'd love to see them. And you can tag me on Instagram if you do. Just tag me at Gray Florals and I'll pop up and be able to see it. But I'm going to cover up more of my mistakes or my, mishaps on this with some Spiegel Mom Scrap sequins. I'm going to be using the Holly Berries and the Vintage Christmas mix, which are they're just iconic Christmas colors. So you have the non-traditional pink Christmas mix, and then you have a green and red mix with the Holly Berries. So I'll be sprinkling these sequins a little bit all over this. It almost looks like sticker sneeze, but I also like how busy it is. I think the eye is supposed to dwell on this a little bit longer since the photos not too busy, and then the journaling will just take up the other side. Nothing too crazy. So I decided to just sprinkle those about, and that's just kind of how it ends up being. I guess it could be considered sticker sneeze. I remember when we used to do that in the beginning of scrapbooking, it seemed like that's all we wanted to do. But after that, this layout is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And be sure to follow the rules down below for Dollie's giveaway. You don't want to miss out on this awesome sketchbook that you could possibly win. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have some close-up shots at the end as well in case you guys wanted to see the detail up close with the rub-ons and how they sort of didn't adhere properly. But let me know if you guys have used rub-ons and when the last time you used rub-ons was, because I'm always interested in seeing if people just got rid of them or if they're still trying to use them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!